Hello everyone, I'm Sushma Efren. I'm really excited to spend this time with you all. To give you a bit of my background, I've been a software developer for the past 5 years, mostly working with C Sharp and .NET. My professional journey took me to BNP Paribas, where I built complex systems that handle massive amounts of data every day. I started exactly where you're today. During my college projects and internship, I was obsessed with a tool called Azure Cognitive Services. I used to build things like face recognition and automated data tools. Back then, I thought it was a magic that a computer could see a photo and understand it. Today, we are moving far beyond that magic. We aren't just using simple tools anymore. We are building digital teammates. Today is about giving you the foundational logic, a launchpad into the AI era. I'm giving you the map and the logic, but you are the fuel. To truly master the agentic world of 2026, you must dig deeper, explore the APIs, and lead your own expedition. In 2026, the job market has shifted. When you walk into a top tech firm today, they aren't just checking if you know Java or Python. Instead, they're asking how fast you can deliver using AI. We have entered the era of AI augmented intern. You're no longer working alone, you're learning to collaborate with a digital teammate. And wrights.ai is built on the same agentic principles used by Fortune 500 companies. Today, I'll be breaking down the 8 core AI modules that power this platform. These aren't just features, they are professional grade tools that mimic real world workflows, from building a high impact resume to mastering the interview. As developer, we always look for the best performance to cost ratio. So we explored OpenAI and Gemini. Cost wise and functional wise, Gemini was better. Gemini gave us the agentic capabilities we needed to make our modules feel like a real time teammate rather than just a slow chatbot. So, why did we choose Gemini to power this? Because it was natively multimodal. Unlike other AI that treats text and voice and video as a separate things, Gemini processes all of them in a single brain simultaneously. When you're doing a mock interview, it is just not checking or reading the transcript. It's actually watching your confidence and hearing your tone in real time to give you a feedback that a human mentor would. So, by the end of the session, you won't just be using these tools. You'll understand the underlying logic that makes them work. So, let's move from foundational concept to intermediary mastery. What is artificial intelligence? AI is about making machines that can think, learn, and act intelligently. So, the science of building systems for tasks usually requiring human intelligence, such as recognizing pattern or making decision. And what is machine learning? A subset of AI where systems learn from data instead of being explicitly programmed. The more data leads to a smarter model. What is natural language processing? So, this allows machine to understand, interpret, and generate human language. It is the backbone of AI coaches, translators, and chatbots. So, all these three pillars, the AI, ML, and NLP, works together in wrights.ai for a personalized experience. So, do you guys know the evolution of AI? So from 1950s to 1990s, it was the rule-based era. So this is the traditional programming on steroids. Humans had to manually code every single rule. If a computer encountered a situation that wasn't in the code, then it broke. So let's see any key milestones during that period. So it It beats a world chess champion not because it was smart, but because it could calculate millions of moves faster than a human. So in this era, the computer was just a high-speed calculator. It couldn't think, it could only follow a script. Then comes the big data era from 2000 to 2010. So we stopped writing rules there and we started showing them the examples. Instead of defining a cat with a code, we showed the computer millions of cat photos. Then the AI learned to recognize patterns on its own. So, this was the big aha moment for deep learning. It proved that the computer could see and categorize the world better than humans in some tasks. So, this is the era that gave us the Netflix recommendations and Face IDs. So, the AI became an expert at analyzing what already exists. Then comes the generative era from 2020s to 2024. So AI moved from analyzing data to creating it by predicting the next word in a sentence or the next pixel in an image. It started to produce human like content. These are models. It doesn't just find information, they synthesized it into essay, code, and art. So this is likely their first experience with AI. It's like the chatbot era where the AI became a great conversationalist and a creator. And then comes the agentic era from 2025 to present. So this is where we are right now with wrights.ai. The AI doesn't just talk, it acts. It's the reason it can reason through a complex goal and break it into steps and use tools to get it done. So it can process text, code, voice, and video simultaneously. It doesn't just suggest a resume, it acts as an agent to help you build a career. So this is why I call you all AI augmented intern. You aren't just using the tool, you're managing an autonomous agent that can execute professional workflows. So what is AGI? Do you guys know what is AGI? So look at your phones. Every smart thing on there is the narrow AI. Your Face ID is a specialist at faces. Spotify is a specialist at music. So narrow AI is it's like a student who's a genius at Java but doesn't know how to boil an egg. It's amazing at one job, but it can't do anything else. So the AGI, artificial general intelligence, however, is the perfect student. It has the capability and the capacity to learn any intellectual task a human can. So here's the test. If you ask a narrow AI to drive a car, it fails because it was only built to write code. But an AGI would say, I don't know how yet, but give me the manual for 5 minutes and then it teaches to itself how to drive. So, this is the scary, powerful part. Once the AI reaches AGI, it can start improving its own code. It becomes a developer that works 24 by 7 just to make itself smarter. So, this leads to a jump in intelligence that takes us from smart to godlike thing in a very short time. So, we aren't in AGI yet, but we are moving from tools that follow rules to agents that can reason. Yeah. So, let's move to the next slide. How does AI actually work? The AI pipeline. So, let me explain you the four-step journey from raw data to intelligent output. So now that we know what the AI is and its history, let's pull back the curtain. For those of you coming from Java or C Sharp background, you're used to see the code as a straight line. So AI works a bit differently. It operates in a pipeline. Step one, it all starts with the data. Think of this as the AI's education. To make wrights.ai effective, the engine was fed with millions of data points, everything from top tier resumes to successful interview transcripts. But it's not just about quantity, it's about cleaning. We remove the noise so that the AI doesn't learn bad habits. In our world, garbage in is equal to garbage out. Then the next is model. So this is the training phase. During this step, the AI isn't just memorizing facts, but it's finding patterns. It learns to identify what actually constitutes a great answer or why a specific resume format gets more callback. It builds a mathematical map of professional success. Then comes the inference. This is where the magic happens for the user. So this is the live layer. When you upload your resume to wrights.ai, the model isn't training anymore. It's inferring. It takes a new unseen data and processes it through the pattern it already knows. At this layer, wrights.ai uses Google Gemini. We chose it because it is the state of art, the LLM model, the LLM. So what's LLM? It's the large language model that doesn't just swap words. It understands the intent behind your experience. Then finally, we have the feedback loop. AI isn't static. Every time you give a thumbs up or thumbs down on the platform, or a recruiter marks a candidate as hired, that data goes back to the system. This is reinforcement learning. It's how the platform gets smarter every single day. You aren't just using the tool, you are the part of the you're part of making it better. So when you see a score on your screen, remember it's not just a random number. It's the result of the entire pipeline working in milliseconds.